All right, folks, what is going on? Keith Mitchell here. Hey, what is going on? Right, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong, and I apologize if I do. Ryan, Rylan. I'm sorry. I'm right now. I gotta apologize, guys. I am drugged up. I just came from an operation yesterday, and I feel like crap, which is why there's no camera on today. However, I did say I was going to do a stream of this game, and I'm definitely going to do it. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. This is Godfall. This is Godfall for the PC. It's also come out for PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have come here. Just Ryan. All right, Ryan. Thank you. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry. Again, this is Godfall and PC and PlayStation 5. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it for PlayStation 5. And I know some people that are here are probably seeing some of the reviews or heard some of the negative talk about the game. So I'm here to stream it and talk about it and give you guys direct feedback from myself. I've been playing this for a couple of days. Our review is not up yet from the Outerhaven. We don't believe reviewing a game in like 2 days. It's terrible. I am about 7 hours into the game, and I'm actually going to start from the beginning. So this is me in the middle of the game. I'm actually going to go back and play it from the very beginning. So the good thing about this game is it does let you create multiple characters. And don't let that 19 hours fool you. I'm actually 7 hours of gameplay, but I'll be recording stuff and testing out stuff and writing guides and working on my review. So it's a lot longer. For the gameplay is less than this. Sometimes I just let it sit there and look at the game because it's really that good. Is there any issues with hearing the stream? Because if we're good, we're going to start. I got nobody here stopping me. My kids are in the bedroom. Hopefully they won't barge my door down. I'm not working today because of the surgery. I am set to play games. And if you guys have a question, toss it out there. I'm working on 2 different setups right now. I have my console set up where my small PC is, and I have my Twitch set up. I'm still very new to Twitch. I'm trying to get back into this, so I'm a little awkward. All right, so we're good. So let's go make a new character. This is great because it doesn't overwrite your existing game. So we're going to go to the very beginning. I will say this. I've played a lot of action RPG games in my lifetime. I'm really enjoying it. And also a big thanks to Counterplay Games and Gearbox for providing me access to this game early.
It was all a lie. Macros sold us a vision he never believed in. He would destroy us. We just didn't know it yet. We were warriors, but he turned us against each other. Brother against brother. And despite all the maneuvers and all the strategy, in the end, it was going to be either me
Glad to finally
or
see
him.
to this. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. They didn't do a good job with promoting this game. They really didn't. I don't know if they didn't think it was going to catch on or what. I can't really speculate on that. Then again, I'm pretty sure some of you have seen the reviews and some have not been positive. And I'm not well known in the gaming journalist circle. I mean, I think I do some great reviews. I think I'm really straight. I tell you how it is, negative or positive. I think the game is getting a lot of negative press because it does revolve around repetitive gameplay and grinding. But there are other games that do the same thing and they're praised. Good example is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I played that game for a week before it released. And I see everybody praised it for its combat and for its gameplay. And it's like, but it's repetitive as fuck. Come on, guys. Stop that. Obviously.
He left me for dead.
No, thank you for the follow. I agree, 150%.
Matos thinks the
150%.
war is over.
And this is where Godfall has its problem. It is a looter game. You know, again, I'll keep referring to Assassin's Creed Valhalla because it's the most recent game outside of this. And it's not a looter game. You get your weapons, you upgrade your weapons, but that's not the basis of the game. In a game like Godfall, it's similar to like Destiny. You get weapons, you want to upgrade your weapons, you want to find better weapons, you want to keep going. Destiny's gameplay is repetitive as hell, but it's fun because the gameplay systems are in place. And I don't think it's fair that Godfall is getting the negative press that it's getting. It doesn't deserve it. It's a fun game. Yes, it's clunky. Yes, the gameplay could be a little better. But this is the kind of stuff that people need to feed back to Counterplay. Tell them, hey, this is clunky. This doesn't work like that. And they'll get back. You want this game to have fun combat and good loot.
You two cover the back.
Put hundreds of
I'll
hours
take the
in
front.
Diablo. Exactly. And this game does that. So I'm going to play. I'm not looking at the screen. So if you have any questions, again, let me know. So the PC version isn't exactly the best. There is some issues with it, but it plays good. These are just basic enemies. They die when one right. The lag will balance out. It's only in the very beginning. I think it's when it's loading stuff on. Again, I think the PC version could be optimized a little better, but it gets better. In the very beginning of the game, it just teaches you the combat system. That so you're able to confirm there is no crossplay. I cannot confirm or deny because the networking was not working. That is a question I have to ask Counterplay because I believe this game is supposed to have it. Actually, you know what? Let's stop. I can't do it in this game. There's this. Once I get out of here, I'll go to the network and see what happens. We'll see it for live. We'll see what actually happens when I go back to my other game.
Sir, you're still injured.
This loop takes about
Doesn't matter.
20 minutes to run
I have a
through.
job to do.
Yep, there are shift codes. Bet you review didn't mention that. A to evade the dodge system could be a lot better. And again, the beginning starts out slow because again the game revolves around the weapons. And as you just see right there, there's a class system in place, which is something else reviews did not talk about. If the enemy swings at the same time you swing, you will clash weapons. Thank you for the follow. From what I've heard, the PlayStation 5 performance is decent. I don't have my PlayStation 5 yet. I was not fortunate enough to get one, which is fine. I'm not going to complain. People provide me games and ask me for my input, and I'm more than happy to do.
She won't want to leave the temple, Orin.
I know.
I hate these guys because they keep putting shields on everybody. Fun part's coming up. So you get access to a shield. The shield, I think, is really fun for gameplay. So check this out. The guy's shooting a ranged weapon at me, right? There's parries in this game, but you can also parry projectiles. I did that very slow. Come on, buddy. Hit me. There we go. Second you see him fire, throw it out there. The parry system in this game is very forgiving. If you ever play something like Dark Souls, where you need to be very specific with parry, as long as you have the shit out right before it hits you, you're good. Of course, things you pick off the ground are resources and health. But the nice thing about the shield is also this. You get to be Captain America. Some enemies you can knock down for a quick takedown. No, the more and more I think about some of these reviews I read, and I'm not trying to clown on other people. I'm just, there's so much stuff that I'm going to show you guys that none of them even talked about. So the shield throw, shield knockdown, you know all about that. Also, the nice thing about the parry, if you parry somebody from a distance, you can also parry, well, it affects multiple people in this range. It's really weird. So if I parry this guy, let me try and parry him, see if it affects him. See, it affected the other guy in the back. And that helps you out so much when you're playing. I assume there's crafting due to the resource. Yes, there is crafting. I was looking at the screen. I didn't realize more people were out there. But yeah, there's crafting in this game. Once I get out of the initial loop, I'm going to show you my game. What I'm actually playing. That'll have a lot more things for you to check out. This part of the game is more of a, hey, we're going to show you the ropes on how to play it. Which is why there's not a lot of weapon drops or anything. This is a guided approach to the game. So, there was one review in particular where it says you can just simply run past enemies and get to other things, and that is not correct whatsoever. So there's a hub world in this game where you can run around and collect resources and get access to other missions. Yes, you can run around in that because that is a hub. It's a wide open hub. But outside of that, when you're in a mission, you have to fight the enemies. You cannot run past them. I assume, hopefully more of the, oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing there, you know? I want people to see the game for what it actually is. Is it perfect? No, it's not. Is it fun? Yeah, it is. It could use some work. It definitely could. And again, it goes back to, I think this is the first game I've ever encountered from this company called Counterplay. And as such, it takes a while for them to get a game perfect. You know, Capcom's first games weren't perfect. We all know the history of Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter forever. And Devil May Cry had some issues, and Diablo had a crap ton of issues, and Destiny had issues, and every big game had its fair share of issues. I don't expect somebody to come out and have, oh, this game is perfect right off the bat. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, that's how the gaming scene is right now. The game's not perfect, it's crap. Can I go into more about the crafting? Yeah, no, I definitely am. I'm going to show you everything. You ask me, and I will show you. Hate this guy. He's a little faster than you. Okay, so there's a couple attacks in this game. I'll block this one, as you see. Regular attacks from heavy weapons can stagger the hell out of you. Special attacks you want to be away from, because they will hurt you over time. He has an AoE effect. Red attacks, you cannot block. You do not want to get hit. And I'm getting hit by purpose. I want you guys to see everything. He won't do the other attack I want you to see. Come on, dude, do it so I can block it. See if we can see it. All right, he's not doing it. He probably won't do it. Which is fine, I'll just kill him. Because he's being a pain and won't do the attack. Yeah, you keep doing the heavy attacks, I can't block. Yeah, he's not going to do the blue attacks, so I'll just explain it. Red attacks, as I mentioned, You can't block. If you block them, they will hurt you and do a crap ton of damage. Blue attacks can be parried, and the character will light up blue, telling you, "Hey, you can parry this," which sets them up for a whole bunch of different moves as it comes. I also wonder how far some of these guys, the game dev my stuff. I truly believe everyone can and will have different options. Yeah, exactly. So here's my belief. This is what I've said for years. There are certain games you can play for a couple hours and get a grasp on the game. Perfect example of those are sports games. The gameplay mechanics don't change that much outside the first hours. Fighting games, action RPG games, RPGs, those things change. They'll add different, they will evolve. They'll add different mechanics that you have to learn, you have to play. And if you just go through a game just hitting a certain button to attack, all right, for a second, got out of my seat. If you go through the game just hitting a specific button to attack, or you're not willing to try new combos or different moves and you rely on the same old thing, then yeah, the game's gonna be repetitive because you're literally not trying. All right, so see, like right here, I don't have to fight the enemies. I can just grab my loot and just walk away, which is fine. They're minor. They don't mean anything. But the downside to not doing that is I don't get any experience. So I want to kill these guys. And they drop weapons and stuff. So why would I skip out on them? You know, that's the whole mentality of a looter game. There are enemies that you want to kill. You might go, oh, I don't want to fight these guys, but then you realize, hey, they might have weapons for me. So I'm going to kill anything in sight. So more stones. All right, so we got a life stone. So I'll open up this chest here, then we'll go into the equipment. There's a couple weapons we picked up. Okay, so we picked up a hammer. No, thank you for that follow. All right, so we got a couple weapons. Let's go into the armory. So we have the equipment screen, you have the armory screen. Armory is basically every item you've ever collected throughout your gameplay. So hit the wrong. So we only have my main weapon and the hammer. We can equip this, but we have to do it in the equipment screen. All right. Life stones. Life stones are like they're not like amulets, because you have amulets in this game and you have rings. They're another item that enhances your gameplay or enhances your character. Rings, same thing. Charms, same. Amulets. Banners are really cool in this game, because if any of you have ever played Destiny and you put down a banner to get your energy and your items back, you can do that in here, and banners will give you certain benefits. They're buffs. They're momentary buffs. Hey, what's up? How am I liking the game? I'm really enjoying this game. I really am enjoying it. I would imagine the banners work just like they do in single player. You put down a buff and they're in an area, so it doesn't cover everything. So you put it down right where you're fighting. I would imagine again they're just like you would see like in depth. All right, and arguments. Arguments. So basically, same thing. Everything you see on the screen helps benefit your character in one shape or form. We have skills, which is the skill tree. I will say I'm not a fan of the skill tree because you start in either one of these corners, and then you work your way in from there. So you got your weapon techniques, which is our special attacks. You got shield throw, which I really love. Oh yeah, that a question for the Ryan would be, can you have a certain banner, or two of the same banners, or three of the same banners? Will they override each other, or will it provide you multiple buffs? Because if so, that's going to be overpowered as heck. That's going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and we will pick up weapon technique. Now you see it says press LT and RB to perform a Northern technique, LT and right RT, excuse me, to perform Southern technique. I don't like the wording. It's just, here's your one special, here's your other special. There you go. Northern and Southern is going to confuse people. Then we have the resources, which is everything you've collected so far. You'll need to collect these throughout the game to upgrade your character. But let's go to the equipment screen. Got a hammer now. And we've got a life stone. You can only have one life stone. So the one I have right now is 50 recovery, but I can add this one, which gives me 60 recovery and breach damage. Breach damage is interesting. Breach damage basically means I'm going to take a heavy ass weapon and smack you over the face enough to make you drop your block, and then I can go in hard. That's what breach means, and it's fun. Good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by.
The monolith is a weapon like no other. It has the power to reshape reality.
And as you're seeing, you'll find chests all over the game. Some are hidden, some are right in your face, some are done by completing a quest line or a timed event in the game.
And you are one man. An injured man at that.
I didn't come here for your encouragement.
See what I just did right there? Did you make your own character? So no. You have a preset character. There is no character customization in this game. You basically get what they give you. However, as you upgrade and make new suits, you change your character's abilities and you change. But there's no kind of character creation. We don't take out the big guy first. That's why I say he's a pain. When you have two really good weapons, it makes weapon switching in the middle of combat so satisfying. As you see, I'm using the hammer, and the hammer is not exactly, not the basic hammer. It's pretty garbage.
The odds are greatly against you.
What else did I?
And I am not just some tool at your disposal, Arn.
We will discuss this when I get there.
Ring. Oh, another big dummy to kill. Really hate each. So you may have noticed that when I got next to him and he wasn't paying attention to me, there was an icon that popped up. And basically those are called takedowns, but they're also like backstab. If an enemy's not paying attention to you, you can get one off on them, or if you stun them, you also can. I really should block more, but I kind of want to get a better understanding of this dodge system. Oh, good. We got another one. Not a fan of it. All right, so we got the... Ooh, we got the dual blades. Dual blades are nice. And you... We're going to replace both the long... Also, you... Those are fun. If not very strong, but they're. We have a ring. This might. That we've got lifestone already. Ring. I really like full blades. These things are fast. Again, they're not very strong, but they're. They also have a very nice move for, I'm not sure if the base level ones have them, but you can, let's see. Yep, they have them. Check this out. If I can get it off. Should have paid attention. I'm not using the shields. I don't want to use the shields. And I'm trying to show you guys something with this blade, but he's being a dork. He won't let me get it off. Are you serious? Guy, I'm trying to show people stuff. Stop it. There we go. Those weapons make it easy to close gaps because you can simply pull an enemy over to you. Big guy out the way. Just killing people. Thank you. Once you shoot at me anymore, get your ass over here. I don't know about you, but I really like the ability to pull in. Get a dual blade. They're a lot of fun, but again, initially they're weak, but again, that's where the crafting system comes. All right, was enough to finish him. Nope, nope. And I don't know if you guys can hear it very well, but the music in this game is really good. It's amazing stuff. I'm loving the percussions. It's almost, you know, a mixture of something you would hear like in I'm gonna say it's like a Roman game, but also Oriental game. The music is really good. All right, so this guy also introduces us to another gameplay mechanic. Shatter. See, I keep knocking down his health, and once I get his health down to a certain point, I have to unleash my shatter build up. So you have the soul shatter build up, and then knock it out complete with the damage you built up. And that's the only way to beat those kind of enemies. All right, I'm gonna start blocking more. Start using the. Oh, speaking of that, here, let me show you this. Also, there are in this game they're called merits, but what they are there are mini missions within the game that allow you to get items and enhancements XP by beating certain objectives. So this one says defeat 500 enemies, defeat 100 Valguls. So as you're playing the game, you're gonna want to do these things because there's some of these give you an item called Dragon Core. Not exactly sure actually, but it's rare. It's very rare. And doing these quests, doing these merits will provide them. And as you go up levels, the rewards come more and more. So see how they all have 3 different levels? The 3rd level of Discipline of Zil is the Dragon Core. The higher weapons, bigger, powerful armor sets. So you're going to want to keep looking at those to do those achievements or merits. I'm so used to having my strong weapons now. These guys, I'm playing the beginning. It's like, oh wait, my guy isn't as strong as he is in my other game. Hang on, that finishing move that you thought would have killed him, not killing him, obviously. The takedowns are so good. And see, because I leveled up, it also knocked the guys to the ground. That's also something to think about when you're playing, is you can use that to your advantage. You can watch your XP bar go up and save it for just the last few things. Fight a boss, because bosses will always release little enemies. And just use that and knock them down. You get a health boost, and you also knock everybody down at the same time. So there's a lot of things to think about when you're playing the game, which is why, again, I'm going back and saying some of these reviews, the reviews that I read aren't. I'm not seeing that from what I played. So. And again, everything that you do is basically in this, excuse me, in this level is a tutorial. So this one is teach you how to do the parries. And I love this guy's armor set. He kind of reminds me of Galeford from Samurai Showdown. Look at that. Love that armor. We can't get it. Time to kill scenes nicely early on. Yeah, there are some spongy enemies. There are. I'm not even going to, but honestly, it's not a looter game without enemies that you get that are sponges. But there are mechanics in place for that. The soul shatter system is one of them. You do enough damage, or you have the right build, you do enough damage early on, you'll take out enemies fast, even the sponges. Or you have the parry in place where you can knock them to the ground and do a takedown. There are certain perks that you can make your takedown ability so massively over that it's crazy. If I can catch this guy, if I'm looking. Oh, but the guys almost killed him. In fact, they did kill him. And did you see what happened with that guy? They literally destroyed him. Oh, here we go. Which one of you guys are gonna hit me? Oh, you're not gonna hit me. And then again, you have your shield throw, which is also pretty damn good. Almost every attack that you have can be upgraded.
How could you possibly defeat your brother and all his forces? Tell me.
I'll find a way. I just need to get inside the monolith.
Like I said, the initial level, the tutorial level, it is pretty lengthy. But it is to show you how the game plays. Yep, we're still in the intro. Yeah, this is very long. This is a long one. I'm sorry. What? You didn't get that off. Really? Get out here screaming like that. Damn that guy. The shield. And unfortunately, all the heavy hitting moves I want to do are locked. I gotta get out of here first. But I'm gonna bypass most of this stuff and just get to the end. Also, I want you to see that the design of this game is beautiful looking.
A god, and the world as we know it.
I fear you may
Get over here! Oh, you really, you, oh. Come down this way, Doug. Come on. Alright, you're not coming. He's shielding two guys now. What the? How's he? Could you stop that? I'm trying to kill this guy. Thank you. Even my shield won't penetrate that. We're at the end now. Just about. Just gotta go over section and this will be done. Alright, so this is one of the in-game mini events. So this one I have to survive for 20 seconds? 44 seconds. And the more you kill, the more you get. Of course, he will keep doing. Damn it, stop with the shields. I really hate those guys with the shield. As you saw, they can put shields on everybody. Alright, so we got a new ring and got long sword. Got two. Fire damage. This character doesn't do any kind of ignite. Recovery. That. And we'll change our weapon. 6 to. They're all 26s. Never mind. Alright, so here we go with the boss.
Your odds are 1,000 to 1. But I'll
He did not want to get hit, did he?
on one condition.
What is it?
You won't like it, Orin.
Alright, boss time. No, I didn't want to get hit by that. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Interesting. He won't. Nobody's done the blue attack yet. Really weird. Doesn't like that weapon, and he keeps knocking me away when I use it. Guy's being a pain in the butt right about now, as all bosses are. But he is dead. There we go. Interesting. He didn't do any of the parryable attacks. That is really weird. All right, back to the question. So you got the game pre-ordered. Now it's just like waiting game. Hey, what's going on? This you're new to my channel. How am I doing? Well, to be 100% honest with you, I feel like crap. I just came back from an operation yesterday. I won't say what, but it hurt like hell. They took a giant needle and stabbed me in my. Other than that, I'm doing great. I'm playing games. It's Veterans Day. I'm talking to you people. Having fun. Having fun. Am I able to give a decent review from Orson Welles? For Orson Welles, decent and honest reviews is all myself and my team over the Outerhaven do. We do not rush game reviews for the sake of developers or PR. We tell it how it is, and if they don't like it, oh well. We're a small site. We pay for all our stuff, so outside of the games they provide us and hardware, even when they give us stuff, we provide honest reviews. Don't like lying. Don't say, hey, this is great, and it's not. That's not what we do. There's enough people out there, no disrespect, you don't need more. I'd like to play this game, but my 1050 guy can't. I don't know. The game is fairly... So, alright. That's a PC question, and I'm a big PC guy. So, we'll get to that.
Well done, Orin. Welcome.
Alright, so... The PC does have several options. You can go from... all the way from Epic, all the way down to... the... And let me look... that looking that up. Are you? As a Radeon RX 50 or a GX 10, so the 50. But the Ti, but the 1050 Ti is on the same level as a 1060. So you might. I can't say for sure that you will be able to. All right. So you say sources. It is not a live service. It is a multi. That is correct. This is not a game as a service. This is not an Anthem or an Avengers. This is a Destiny. This is a Diablo. Thank you for that follow. This is what this is. This is not a game as a service, and this is something that they really. This is something that they really wanted to hammer home. It is not one of those kind. All right. So since I finished the initial loop, about damn time, right? Let's go to the actual. Let's go to my gameplay. The game I'm playing right now. 1060 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, it is. So, and this game isn't very heavy on VRAM, but I'm not sure. You plan on buying an RTX 20? Right now, buying video cards in this market is terrible. It is very bad. I get what you can, but please, please be careful out there. There are people out there on eBay and retailers taking advantage of people trying to buy vehicles. Please be careful. All right, so this is a little further into the game, and these are all of the armors that you create. I really love this one. This one looks fantastic. Like a bat bug hybrid. I love it. Yeah, the GPU prices, they're fluctuating because of botters. They're fluctuating because Nvidia dropped the new cards and botters and the scalpers bought up most of them and reselling them on eBay. Same thing with the AMD card. So we're playing the game of being stuck to buying stuff online. Stores, in-store stocks is terrible because of COVID. And all right, so to craft one of these suits, you have to have a certain amount of things. The Valor Plate cores you find out in the world, crystal line tiers you get as resource for fighting bosses. And each suit has a different attribute. It does something very well. Like Typhoon has a 10% chance to affect chill. And then when you do your Archon Theory, which is a power-up move, the percentage goes up. And you then do water-based attacks, and special ability is summoning the Water Sentinel. Each suit has its own different ability. This one builds up Soul Shatter faster, does a shockwave effect. Not one of my favorites. I'm using this one right now. This one's a fire-based suit. And I'm only using this one because there's a merit to ignite 300 enemies. And I want to do that one. Thank you for the follow there. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So that's why I'm using this particular suit. But once I meet that merit, I'm going to switch out. So sorry about that. The right-hand side, you can see as you upgrade your weapons, not your character, your weapons. You do not upgrade your character in this game whatsoever. Upgrade your gear, your items, nothing else. So my might is my strength, my spirit is my ability to use my special abilities, and my vitality is my health. I kind of slapped the microphone. It's right in my face. No comment, my wife. As you can see, you have your indication of your primary DPS, secondary DPS, and that's your weapon. So my first weapon gives me 88 DPS. Looks like it's doubled. My secondary gives me 86. My max HP, my critical hit chance, my bonuses, what elements, debuffs you have. So ignite. This one sets things on fire. So you guys had questions about crafting. So here we go. There's a quest to unlock a Forge Master. Then once you get him, he allows you to upgrade your weapons. You don't build them, you upgrade them. You upgrade them, you enchant them, you turn them into something different. So we'll take a basic weapon. We'll use this one, because this one is free. Now we upgrade them with what's called Electrum. And you can upgrade them several times as long as you have the resource. And once you get to the top of the upgrading, now get a different trait. So far, I've only had one extra trait to add. Okay, you're confused as into games as a service thing. How is this different? Okay, so a games as a service is similar to we'll use Anthem, we'll use Avengers. So those are complete. You know what? I gotta be honest with you. Games as a service is kind of a hard thing to. But because Destiny's a good example. Games as a service is the game itself evolves. That's not to say a game like this doesn't evolve, but it evolves via expansions. The games as a service is stuff that's tossed in there for you to play, and it keeps adding on. No expansion, but you pay to play. Versus a game like this. Like Diablo. Yeah, Diablo's a great example, or Destiny's a great example. You don't get that extra content. You have to pay for the extra content. You paying for the extra content keeps the company afloat. Games as a service is, we'll add microtransactions, we'll add this, we'll add that, we'll add this, and you pay to play this. You pay to get upgrades to those certain things. That's what keeps the game afloat. A game like this is kept online with expansions. At the same time, a games as a service has servers to keep the game online. This doesn't have servers, as far as I'm aware. Multiplayer is peer-to-peer, which I'm not really a fan. But right, and that's the definition right there. Monetize new. So I can see why it's confusing, because there's a crossing of the stream. Exactly. Exactly. See what I mean? It's a crossing of the streams. There's not really a clear-cut definition of games as a. Are they releasing the season pass? I don't know. I don't know. I think right now they're more concerned about getting this game out there and making this game the best it can be. Or an expansion. But I'm actually trying to get an interview with them to talk about the game and talk about what I've liked and what I didn't like. I ran across a couple issues and bugs. I sent it into the developers. Hopefully they're patching them. But getting back to the upgrade, so this is how that works. Now there's also enhancements or enchantments. So you can also enchant a weapon as long as you have the item. And like I said, the dragon steel is very hard to come, but it makes your stuff super awesome. Like it makes everything epic. Can you dodge mid-attack comp? It depends on the weapon that you are using. If you're using a fast weapon, then you can. If you're using a slower weapon, it's kind of a problem. So now that I'm in my game, I can actually show you some content. So we'll do this one. This game also has some elements into it like Monster Hunter or Dauntless, as you'll see in this quest. This quest is to basically go out and find an Alpha Rancor and kill it in the middle of doing everything else. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So, as you can see, I'm using my other suit. And I am using dual blades because I love them. And I'm using a hammer. Not a big fan of it. And weapons you don't want to keep, you can keep them. Or establish them, as they call it. The weapon I just... Oh, doesn't matter. So I've got a bit more abilities here. Skills that I've unlocked. Soul Shatter is good. So they say 10.6 is, again, the bare minimum. But I don't... No, it wants a 6 gig. Wow, PC is it? This is PC. Again, guys, we can go back and forth from the game as a service, but I think the defining thing now is microtransactions and servers. I really hate when they hit you out in the back. And they're one-shot guys. So, as somebody was just asking, can you dodge mid? Again, it depends on your weapon. Like, so for dual blades, you can do that all day. All day. Well, for hammer, no, you're tied into the animation. Over here. Block, don't have a shield. Oh, you let the guy get up. Oh. That's pretty strong, actually. No, this is with it off. I'm looking at my my review sheet, the fact sheet. They're saying 6 gigs is a. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to look at the screen and play at the same time. 2 different sections, different TVs here. So again, I don't know what some of those reviewers were talking about, but a lot of things that they said you can't do, you totally can do. All right, so out in the world, like I said, you'll find resources from either killing guys, or there's also things out in the world like this. Like, there's also secret chests. Like, here's a one that unlocks. Gotta find the other ones. Then, yeah, see, here's one of the spirit chests. And if you look at it, it's showing you, hey, look, there's an item over there. You gotta hit to open me. And now there's one up there. You gotta go. Items in the spirit chest are a lot stronger than other items you find. See right there at the hammer what I'm doing? If you time it right, you can cancel out the last hit of the animation and start the heavy hit. That's gonna be first target. There's also, thank you for the follow, there's also what's called timed attacks. So I can hit this guy and watch the animation of my character. At the last second of the hit, there'll be like a spark that comes out of the character. So, okay, I'll do it now. See how it's like a water effect? It flashes for a second, and when you do that, when that happens, you can then follow up for second attack. A much stronger attack. Again, that's stuff that people on reviews were not talking about. And RTX 2060 is having problems. Valhalla is very unoptimized. It is very unoptimized. Take it for what you want. A 2060 would run this game, Professor. I didn't see that. Palpatine. It will. No problem. Not a problem. Again, I'm running this off of a Ryzen 2700X. The PC that I'm using is the machine I mainly use for my testing, conducting my reviews, because my main machine is kind of like a beast. Don't really use this one because this one's more of a machine that most people would have. So 2700X for 2080 Super. I did want a 3080, but we all know getting those things is really impossible now. For various reasons. Alright. So did I find the last piece? That spirit. Did I get to? Nope, it says you did not get it. We'll find that and then we'll go fight the ramp. Oh, these guys are fun. Because they block the heck out of you. Their shields. Oh, you damn thing. So I'm not a big fan of the hammers, but I do love the fact that they have AoE attacks. So I don't have to actually hit the person. I can just hit the ground around the person, and it will still hurt them. There's that thing. Shield. There we go. You throw your shield, unless you actually spec into using that shield a lot, you have to wait for the cooldown. That's what I had to do. I've got the chest open now, and I can go fight that random. Now, if you looked at the screen, you would notice at the top there's a bunch of different environments, and they're called bonus missions, bonus objectives. Do those, you get more resources or better weapons. And this is where the repetitive loop comes up. What level of character are you? Well, that's the thing. There are no levels. Your characters do not level. The weapons level. I mean, you go up levels, so 13. You level up, but you yourself don't really level up. You level up and get access to skill points to upgrade your attack abilities. But the thing that really gets leveled up is your weapons. You level up the weapon. You get a minor boost every time you level up, but the big difference is your weapons. Weapons in your... There's the chest. I ran right past it. So as you can see, I'm using items that supplement my character. So I'm using an item that lets ignite, which makes my ability to go up. This character is a fire-based character. All right, let's go fight the big. So when I started this mission, I said this game also has certain qualities similar to what you'd find in like a Monster Hunter game. Dauntless. And it does. There are quests like this one where you have to go find the beast and kill it. I'm going to characters, but I just want to kill them. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning of where there are sections of the game where you can run away from it, but only in the club or the hub world, which this is. You cannot do that on quests. Quests, you have to fight enemies because they lock you into a level or lock you into a specific room. You cannot get away. Here you can. So I can choose not to fight the enemies, be on my way, or I can fight them and get resources and items from them. And they will not follow you. No, I just realized I don't have any health. Well, I don't have any health items. So, I might have a problem to do how this... Okay, this is good. So, this is one of the reasons why you want to explore the game. No, the enemies are not pushovers. There's certain ones that will not follow you. And then in the hub world, they are stuck. They're leashed certain place. They are not pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. So what I just did there was I picked up a Valor plate core. You need to get these in order to make those new suits. Don't have them, you can't find them. And the only way to get them is quests and find them in the hub world. Is there a nightmare difficult? I have not beaten the game, so I do not know there's New Game Plus. I would imagine there's something. I don't know if you can actually change difficulty. I did not see anything about difficulty. Actually, you know what? I take that back. You can change difficulties on missions. When you accept them, there is there's a setting at the bottom that lets you change up. So you can make them harder or easier. Oh, you. Oh, you're an elite? Yeah, I'm gonna fight you. over here. No, it didn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna fight that guy. Come here, you. Wasn't much of an elite. Oh, he just sitting there by himself, cowering. He's not even attacking. Like, I'm just chilling here. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh, hey, remember I was saying I had no health? I have plenty of health now. And I also gained some cool weapons. So that was worth it. What did we pick up? Hammer. Really pick up much of it. But fighting the elites just... Alright, let's go fight Monster. Again, I keep saying Monster Hunter Dauntless aspect of this. Right up here. Come on, guys. Can you just leave me alone? Something here. There he is. Hey, buddy. Gotta be so mean. There's my banner. Alright, you're getting a hammer. You're hitting me too. Oh, and you're dead. And the finishing moves. They have a different amount of finishing moves, or as they're not. What do they call in this game? I don't remember. Rush move. Oh, that was an epic hammer that you picked up. Ooh, that is. And you can compare the weapons. I think we need a couple more. Hey man, I am here to help. I am here to answer any you have. I do not work for the developers. I do not work for the publisher. I'm just a gamer who likes to play. That's pretty much it. All right, mission is over. But there are things you can do in this game. So now that this quest is over, in the upper left-hand corner, it says activate Twilight Beacon. So you can continue to do stuff in this level, or you can just bounce. I'm going to complete the... All right. So let's play on some story. This is a story quest I have to do. And as you see at the bottom, there's a start party, there's a difficulty, and there's a close. I can invite a friend. Go buy on Epic Games. My friends do not like Epic Games. They do not like it. They hate it. So I don't have that. I have to check to see if crossplay is. Oh, all right. Hang on. It's this blasted mic. I have a brand new mic I was supposed to set up, but I keep turning my head. How's that? Is that better? And this should be even better. I just don't want to pop your eardrums. All right, so we're gonna do a quest. We'll do a story quest. And you can, so there, easy, normal, hard. And I leave it on normal. And then I can go back again and do it later. But I do have for my party, so I wonder if it means somebody will join my game as I'm playing. That'd be interesting to see. Or does it just mean that I can only do it at the beginning?
We're here to get a collection of artifacts. We're looking for weapons to add to our arsenal.
The items are in the alluvial plains.
Mark the weapon cache.
The Varghul control these lands. They won't let us walk into their territory unchallenged.
We'll just take what we need by force.
And as you see, we're right back into the hub world. Most of the game carried out here. And I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, one of my favorite games of all time, Dark Souls, has a hub. You go to it all the time.
The alluvial plains phase nodes are there.
Or there's other games that have a hub world that you play in, and then certain quests are outside. I don't have issues with that. It could be that it's not out yet. I actually wonder how many people actually reviewed the PC version or actually have access to the PC version. But we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? I would really love if Counterplay was here to answer some of those questions. And you're dead. Well, 4 hours, depending on where you are, because I'm in North America, and PlayStation 5 doesn't drop until another... It's 11 o'clock now? 11:51? 12, another 12 hours. I'm going to equip that new hammer. That thing looks badass. That's true. The PC version is coming out soon. So, again, as I mentioned before, I am a big fan of PC gaming. I grew up on PC gaming. And I'm 43 years old. My problem I'm going to have is the PC's biggest strength and biggest weakness is being able to do what you can, what you want, and multiple setups. But that's also a big issue because you might have a person like, this game runs fine for me, and they have an RTX 3080 or 3090, and you might have a person get, all I got is a 970, I can't play the game. And you know those complaints are going to happen. They always happen. I can't see how somebody can say the combat is boring. When you're in a good flow, it just flows. Oh, out of time.
What a strange device.
Macros used to place those things on the battlefield to
I just think it's, you need to have a better understanding of the combat system. And again, I'm not here to point fingers. I just don't like when people say one thing and it's clearly not true. And it depends on your weapon. Like using dual blades or a long sword, your combat's a lot more faster than if you're using an axe and or a hammer, which is clearly meant to be slower weapons, but more meatier hits.
Tell me about this place.
The alluvial plains are dotted with ruins dating back to the unification. The Valorians
It's what it is, that's all.
have libraries here. Some Vargo leaders are coordinating the war
I don't think I
bands.
can climb. Yeah, I can't climb up there. Where are you? Get rid of the shaman, because they're pains. Oh, how'd you get your health back? Oh, is there a healer over here somewhere? Yup, there's a healer. Freaking healer in. What was that? I didn't miss that. Yeah, okay, so that was one of the reviews that I was having the problem with. Now that somebody mentioned it, yes, the combat is repetitive. Is very repetitive. Excuse me. Or was it easy on this area? It was repetitive or repetitive? Keep saying it wrong. Or was it the other website? There was two of them that were like the combat is boring. It's the same thing over and over and over. And I'm like, have you ever played a brawling game or a fighting game or an action RPG game? The combat is very similar. I mean, if you want to take it a step further, I used to study martial arts. There's only a certain number of things you can do. Hello? I mean, what do you want? An ever-evolving action combat game? Because it never will be there. There'll always be something. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want that. Hey, I want this. Hey, how come you can't do this? How come you can't do that? So let's talk about this. We can switch weapons on the fly. We have 2 special abilities. We have interruptions and animations. We have shield moves. Like, what else do you want? I mean, there's only so many ways you can beat somebody's butt in a game. What more do you want? And again, I go back to, this is, I believe, Counterplay's first big game. Guy, where are you hiding? Why are you being such a pain in my butt? Feels like this guy's like a boss. Oh, sit on you. Why couldn't I block his thing? He just hit my shield went thud. Who are you healing, dummy? Oh, him. Okay. I gotta say, I am a big fan of Captain America. I love shield tosses. What is going on? Thanks for stopping by. We're just playing some little games here. You know, little game here called Godfall. I'd heard of it. Having a lot of fun. Talking games. Meeting some interesting people. Oh, and getting my butt kicked. Can't forget that. I can only imagine how this game looks on a 3080 or a 3090. Oh, this looks like this is going to be a boss fight. Can I just avoid you for now and then just see what's inside this door? Thank you. Oh, there's nothing. All right, well, we'll fight you now. Oh, what's that? Okay, he has a system that locks me off if I stay too long. Not cool. Oh, that's not good. Okay, this guy's a toughie. He ain't wanting to go down. Oh, God. Come here, stupid. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, that's not good. Hey, look, somebody actually did a blue move. Those are the ones you can parry. I think your time is up, friend. Sorry, I missed what you said. Hey, what is going on? You know, I mentioned greater risk from Diablo the earlier, but watching this, it seems like the runs you go on Godfall are a good comparison. Yes, exactly. And that's the whole thing. That is the whole thing right there. They're doing a good job. The combat loops are there. The gameplay's there. Why the negative press? I don't get it. If you're a fan of Diablo, which you clearly are, a game like this will appeal to you. If you like games where loot is just as important as the gameplay, this will appeal to you. So again, I ask you, why the negative press? Is it that people just don't like those kind of games, or what? I don't know. How many gigabytes to install the game? You know what? Since I am telling you everything, let's see. Let's go ahead and break it all down. It is 43 gigs. 43 gigs. Is there any customization? Well, define customization. Character customization? No. You can customize your character with the skill trees. So you can decide what level of abilities you have. You can customize your character by picking up different suits. You don't have to use the same one throughout the game. You can use different ones. Sort of like what you do in Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell is a great example. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. But if you're talking about changing characters' attributes such as their looks, their face, you know, their name, like you would get in Dark Souls or Demon Souls, which I'm looking forward to, and we'll be streaming that once I get it. No, there is none. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here, isn't there? Excuse me. Got some lore? No, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Fragments of your brother's war journal here.
He never missed a chance to revel in his glory.
We might be able to learn something about macros.
I'm
store these.
sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing.
We're done here. Let's head to the Twilight Beacon.
All right, now they stop talking. You cannot change the color of your suits. I think that would be nice. Shaders. Everybody write to Counterplay Games and say we want shaders. That would be cool. That would be cool. And Counterplay, if you're watching the stream, we would love to have some shaders. These guys aren't even fighting back. There's no point in fighting them. They're just sitting there. All right, well, if you're not going to fight back, then you make it boring.
Sanctum, how complete are your archives?
I'm glad you're hyped. I'm glad to see that you're excited for this game, because the game is a lot of fun.
I stopped getting new records altogether.
I just wish people would stop saying that it's bad when it really isn't. All right. I think we're done here. Yep, complete mission. That's the only thing I don't like. I don't like certain aspects of the UI. Like, this just feels very tacked on. And when the mission is over, why not just say, hey, hold down this button to complete the mission or hit this button to go back? It just has the button at the bottom to hold this to go back. I'm not really liking that. Yo, I am getting a lot of Warframe vibes from this. A lot. Especially with these suits. Alright, so for people who weren't here earlier, who just got here, so there isn't a way to actually customize your suit. But there are these things called, you can argument it, but I don't have anything to do that just yet. You can't change the color of the suit. But I'm gonna make a suit. Not that one. There's this one suit over here that I really like. Well, there's two suits. This one, I really like the way the suit looks. And this one reminds me of like some kind of Black Panther hybrid suit. I like this. I really like that suit. But I don't know where to get Orbs of Oblivion. So I'm kind of stuck there. It's not bad. It's just not for everyone. Exactly. It's not for everyone. Again, if you like Diablo, if you like Destiny, if you like games where loot is equally important as the gameplay, then you'll like it. But you can say you're not a fan of a game, but acknowledge that it does certain things versus saying, oh, the combat is too repetitive. Okay, you don't like the combat, but don't say it's repetitive if it's not. There are certain things you can do that mix up your gameplay. You have to put in an initiative to actually see what the game has. I mean, I could play Devil May Cry by hitting the same combo over and over and over, and it would make the game boring. Black Panther one looks like the guy that threw you off the Macros. Probably. It might be his suit, actually. I really like that suit. They're all badass, and this is the original suit. One thing that doesn't make any sense to me is when you pick a suit that looks like a female, your voice changes, obviously. But when you pick a suit that's fit for a male, your voice changes to a male voice. I don't understand that. Wait, this one looks cool, the Bulwark. This is a bleed suit. Let's craft it. Unlock this valve plate to use in your layout.
Valorians who value physical strength look to Bulwark for inspiration.
Why does that look like an Iron Man suit? Is there any microtransactions or is it real money? No. There are none. No microtransactions. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have a problem if a game had microtransactions only for cosmetics. I have no problems with that. If you want to spend real money to buy shaders or something to make your suit look cool, that's fine. But I also would like to see some kind of in-game incentive to give me the same ability. Go, hey, you can grind it out, or you can just pay a couple dollars to get it. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when you put microtransactions in that changes the gameplay or gives you boosts or does something like pay to win. I don't like that. Cosmetics, I don't have a problem with that. As long as there's a way to do it in-game. Maybe you aren't a person and suits are their own people. That is one way of looking at it. That is one way of looking at it. So I've made that suit. So I'm curious. So there's this. Can you change your suits? Now, there are cosmetics. I did see that, but I don't know what they are because they're not available to me. So I don't know as to what I can do with that. All right, moving on. I can't fight. Well, actually, I can. I did unlock enough Surgils to fight the guy. And I have a new skill point. Awesome. Weapon techniques. Weapon techniques. Charge speed. Soul shatter. Weapon might. Rampage. Polarity attacks. Okay, so this is... Let me explain how the polarity attacks work, because I've seen some people outside the game ask how these work. So as you see in the game, you have two different weapons, right? And you have a charge meter for each weapon. The polarity weapons works is by using that same weapon, using one weapon over and over and over, and as it says, when it's fully charged, when you switch to another weapon, it'll release a shockwave. It'll increase your damage. So you want to basically use a weapon over and over and over and over so it gets charged up, then swap to another weapon. It's sort of like the weapon swap in Neo, if anybody's ever played that game. Critical chance hit. This is a shield ability. I'll keep working on my weapon techniques. All right. Oh, wait. Let's see what else we got here. Because I think I need to upgrade this. Or I might have passed the scaling. Nope. Still a very strong weapon. The Hinterfang. That looks... Why does that remind me of... God, what is that weapon in Warcraft? Frostmourne. Frostmourne. Why does that remind me of Frostmourne? Thank you for the follow. You know, at once upon a time, I did apply for a creator code when I was streaming on Mixer, and the Mixer went down to the tubes and I stopped streaming. So maybe I should relook into that. So thank you for that suggestion. I will add that. Yeah, does it not look like Frostmourne? Seriously, does it not look like Frostmourne? I like the way this looks. It doesn't have any really decent attributes though. Let's see if we can upgrade it, make it cool, because I like the way that weapon looks. Like if it looks like Frostmourne, it should have some kind of chill ability. Upgrade. Oh, I have some dragon steel. Oh crap, I do. I didn't know I had any. That's great. Wait, why do I still have that one equipped? That's not really. Look at this one. Warhammer damage +8. Again, this is a game that if you like looters, you're gonna like to play this. You should look up a game called Protocol. I've heard of Protocol. I have. I don't think I have a voice that's good enough to be a voice actor, but you know, thank you for the compliment. I would definitely give that a look and see. But I did see Protocol. I did see that a while ago. I heard a couple people talking about that. It's still in development, like you mentioned. Isn't it? Isn't that the game that's a spinoff of Paragon from Origin? Origin. Epic Games that they killed because Fortnite's the only thing they care about anymore, and other companies started making spinoffs of it. I may be incorrect. But is there anything else that you all want to see before I got another 20 minutes and I gotta eat some lunch? Then I'll come back and stream some more. Oh, look at this. 39 fire damage. That actually would be good for me. Oh, this thing just keeps going up and up, doesn't it? It's safe to say that I am very happy with this game. I am very impressed with this game. Combat could be a lot tighter. Yes, I won't deny that. But again, those are suggestions we could send into Counterplay. Like, hey, look, we think you could do this a little better, or provide suggestions, and they'll go from there. Hello, thanks for stopping by. Can I compare Godfall to something else out there? Yeah, definitely. Diablo 3, Destiny, Borderlands. They're all looter games. The only difference between those and this is those are looter shooters. This is a looter slasher. That's the only difference. There's co-op, which I don't think is working right now. Wait till later on or tomorrow. Lots of stuff to collect, a lot of weapons and gear to upgrade. There's a storyline. There's lots of levels to play through. There's bosses. There's various in-game events. Yeah, you could say it's like Destiny with swords. I'm waiting to buy it until you have a better GPU to see combat more. But I think the combat is fluid. Again, there could be tweaks. There needs to be tweaks. But again, it depends on the weapons you're using. I'm using a mixture of fast and slow weapons. But if I just use like the rare blade or dual blades, and I use a long sword, which I think I'm going to switch to, my combat will become even faster. Look at that. Man, there's too many weapons in this game. As far as knowing if it'll run on your machine or not, the only thing I can tell everybody is as long as you meet the minimum requirements, you should be able to run this game. Most importantly is your GPU, because this game does use over 6 gigs of VRAM. Because I'm reading and I'm looking at it. If you don't have that, you're going to run into a problem. And unfortunately, you can't, there's no demo for you to try. Yeah, if you only have 4 in your card and it's not a 1060, don't try it. Or AMD equivalent, don't try it. And it sucks, but unfortunately it's the way it is. I mean, it's a melee-based looter shooter, RPG elements, and cool combat. It's more than enough. Exactly! Exactly. Right? You can, but the game... What is that? You can, but the game as long as you play less. Oh, does Epic Games do refunds? I don't mainly use Epic Games. I get the games if I get a game from a PR or a developer or Epic Games. The only reason I get it outside of free games. There are not many games on Epic Games Store that I want. That I mainly get my games on Steam or I'll wait. Well, great. Then yeah, do that. Give that a try. If they're willing to let you pay for a game and say, hey, it doesn't work on your machine, then this is why trials and demos are so damn important in the gaming space, especially the PC gaming space. People need to know if their machine can run that game. Just put on a benchmark.
It's time. You must face Zamora.
I'm ready.
Before long, I'll know how to break the rites of Ascension.
Hey, not a problem. It's only the truth.
Agreed. Then let's begin.
If developers were willing to put in the time, and I'm not saying developers are lazy, because there's a lot of developers who put out demos and benchmarks for the PC, but it needs to be commonplace, especially on AAA games.
It's better than a Vargul prison camp.
I'm sorry, Zenon. This is all I have.
My friend, you misunderstand. This is the most luxury I've had since the war started. I only regret that I couldn't help you when you fought your brother.
It was meant to be. Macros and I have a destiny. We must complete it together. In the end, it will only be him and me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say complicated. I would say deep. and that's what happens. You get access to skills that you can level up, and then your weapons have certain skills, and then there's certain things you can do. Yeah, it's definitely not complex. It's just taking advantage of what's available for you. It's no different than a fighting game. Look at Street Fighter 4. Look at Street Fighter 5. Look how complicated or complex it's gotten over the years.
We have enough Earth sigils to unlock Zamora's
But
lair.
understanding how to actually play it and using what you have
And let's deal
at your
our
ability
first major blow
makes it a
to
good game.
Macros.
All right, let's do this quest. This is a boss. Oh, this will be fun. Zamora, the far seen. But everybody that's here, I just want to thank you all for stopping by. It was fun. I really enjoyed this. This is probably the most people I've ever had on the channel. So thank you. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions coming. I have no problems answering them. And again, tomorrow, Demon Souls. Cannot wait. And another follow. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Let's find out.
Wow, look at this guy. Yeah, he looks really weird. And I love the seamless from the cutscenes into the gameplay. Oh, what is this? I hate bosses that do that. Stop running and take your ass kicking like a boss. What? Stop throwing homing orbs at me. Come on. Oh, that ain't good. This guy's tiring me out by throwing his minions at me. Know what I just found out? The camera locks onto the boss the second it pops up. That's not good. Yeah, this is becoming a pain. I don't want to try and block that hit. I don't know how much damage it's going to do to me. Oh, it's scripted. That makes sense. Oh, no, we don't. No. No, you don't. Oh, what? Now the clouds follow me. Come on, man. Oh, that's it. Grabbed me and just hit the hell out of me. Nice one. Haha! Remember I was talking about saving your XP for later? Look what just happened, guys. That saved my butt right there. Come on, buddy. That last hit should have killed you. I wonder if a shield bash is going to kill him. I'm going to wait and see. Oh, you know what? Never mind. They may not want me to wait. Come on, shield. Come back. It did not. Oh, bull! How are you not dead? Change weapon and see if this one does it.
What a waste.
I could parry the teleport. I wasn't sure. I wasn't trying to get hit. I wasn't sure what could parry, what couldn't. Wow. Yo, was that a gold weapon? What was that? Wow, look at that. That's a sexy weapon. Is RTX series better than the GTX? Yes, it is. It's a next step up in graphical power. The onboard encoding is a lot better, especially if you're streaming and or recording from the same machine. I would say, though, the RTX 3000 series is better than the 2000 series, but it's nearly impossible right now to get any of the 3000s. At the same time, people are overcharging for the 2000s. So if you're looking for a new video card, please be careful. Wait, I need to talk to this guy. Hey, buddy, what you got?
Well done, Orin. Zamora was one of your brother's top lieutenants. He knows you're coming for him now.
It doesn't matter whether he knows I'm back or not. Nothing will stop me.
Get ready, Orin. Things are about to get a lot harder for you.
Yeah, Nvidia's out of everything. I've been trying to get an RTX 3080 since day one. I was on 5 different websites when that card was on for sale, and the bots and people buying them took them all within seconds. I've been trying since day one. I'm on 5 different notifications on EVGA's website, on Amazon, on Newegg, and on Amazon. They're nearly impossible to get. It's crazy.
You've absorbed Zamora's Ethereum.
Yes, I have. It had to go somewhere. I couldn't just disperse it. I'm sure it will be helpful later.
You sound different.
Something's happening. The Ethereum. It's difficult to hold so much. Something's wrong.
Yeah, they're very expensive in certain regions. I got a buddy in Australia, and they're ridiculously overpriced.
It is time to enter the water realm. face giant aquatic beasts, the Abyssian host, and Lunara, the guardian avatar of the Silver Moon. Go to the central tower and ascend.
All right, so Waterworld. That said, wonder if I can build a new weapon or a new suit. No, I don't have any for you. Oh, I can build this one. This one's a poison-based weapon, or don't really think that's very exciting. Oh, I can build quite a number of suits actually. But I want to see that weapon. Wait, so we got this one, Vengeance, and then we got Glory of Dawn. I guess it'd probably be better if we go to armor. And weapons have lore too, apparently. Like its sister sword, Executioner. So I can collect the pair. But what is this? Oh, come on. You're not letting me see it unless I go to here? Vengeance looks beautiful. This... Okay, some of these weapons look like they came straight out of World of Warcraft. I'm sorry. And with that, they need to have some kind of 3D viewer so I can look at the weapons in-game. So yeah, that's beautiful. This one, yeah, there are a lot of beautiful weapons in this game. Hell yes. This one looks to be a good weapon for my build because ignite, and then when you do ignite them, it's 21% damage towards them. So that's good for me. Huh. But they're both great swords, so I only want to rock one. Yeah, but guys, gals and gals, everybody stopping by. Once again, I'm going to be bouncing off very soon to get some lunch because doctor says I must eat my food. Godfall on PC. Hopefully I answered all your questions. Yes, it does look like Soul Edge. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember what the weapon was. Thank you. With the eye in the middle. Yes. Soul Edge. Oh, I was about to jump off, but I'll answer your question. So have I noticed any issues? So honestly, I'm not using Streamlabs. I'm using a mixture of Streamlabs labels and regular OBS. I've had nothing but issues with Streamlabs OBS. Every time I use Streamlabs OBS, I have issues left and right. So I simply stop using it. I use standard OBS. Your CPU would be more than enough to run it. I don't have a 1070, so I can't tell you. I'm running off of the RTX 2080 Super. Actually, you know what? I do have a 1080 in my son's computer. I'll probably try that. I'll do that. I'll do some benchmarking later on to see how that runs. Not a problem. But once again, everybody, I got to jump off. I got to eat some lunch. I'll be back a little bit to play some more of this. I will be on tomorrow to play some Demon Souls on PlayStation 5. I'm a big fan of Demon Souls and Dark Souls. I've been playing those games for as long as I can remember. So if you don't see me later on today, definitely stop by tomorrow. I'll be playing that and answering any questions. I cannot wait for that. I also have my Xbox Series X that is looking at me. I have not powered it on because there's really nothing I want to play on it right now. Maybe that'll change later. But I have fairly decent, powerful PC, so I don't know. We'll see. The way the GeForce drivers are going, yeah. The way they come out every time a major game comes out now. That's how they are. They release one during the month, and if there's a major game coming out, they'll release another one right before or shortly after. But I'm bouncing, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the follows. You all have been great. This is one of my biggest streams I've ever had on Twitch, so thank you for that milestone, everybody. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'll be back hopefully for the next hour. And if not, stop by later on. Check out my Twitter to know when I go live. And you already follow me, so you know all that. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'm going to get some food. It's yummy, yummy in my tummy. Take it easy, folks.